Welcome, replay viewers, and good morning, everybody. The time is 7:50 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and we're at the promenade at Brooklyn Heights, overlooking the East River toward Lower Manhattan, on this beautiful, beautiful October 3rd Monday morning here. Let me just pan around and show you a little bit of the scenery from this spot. Thank you for joining. Thanks, folks. This is looking back at the harbor. We can see the orange vessel. That's a Staten Island ferry heading over to Staten Island. And there's another one returning from Staten Island into the Battery ferry slip. Let me just zoom in a little bit. In the background, we can see the Statue of Liberty behind that crane that we see in the middle of the view. This is looking at Governor's Island, where I will be heading at 10 a.m. on the 10 a.m. ferry to do some hiking on Governor's Island. The white structure you see in the middle of the view right now is the air vent for the Brooklyn Manhattan tunnel. I guess they call it the Hugh Carey tunnel right now. To me, it's the Brooklyn Manhattan tunnel. Again, this is looking at Lower Manhattan, the financial district. Right in the center of the picture is the One World Trade Center. I'll zoom in on that. And we can also see 3 World Trade Center under construction just to its left. And then we'll pan to this way and we see the Brooklyn Bridge. What I'm going to do now is walk down to the river, East River, to Brooklyn Bridge Park. And we'll walk through a vest pocket park here known as Squibb Park. And there's a pedestrian bridge that takes us down to water level. You can see it right in the middle of the view here next to that iPhone 10 advertisement sign. So what do you say we walk down to Squibb Park and then we'll walk down the footbridge to Brooklyn Bridge Park. Now I don't have my gimbal to stabilize the video here as we walk, so we're going to be doing a little bit of bouncing, but this is on my iPhone 7 Plus. So this is the north end of the promenade here at Brooklyn Heights. It's just a short walk to the next little vest pocket park. Beautiful morning here in Brooklyn Heights. It's going to be a wonderful day here in New York City. Let's just get a look at the sunlight shining off the top of One World Trade Center. Really terrific today. Here's a city bike stand where you can rent these bikes, take them from one spot to another. Hi Ed, thanks for joining. I'm in Brooklyn Heights right now, taking a walk down to Brooklyn Bridge Park. Beautiful morning. Cool right now. Temperature's probably only around 60, but it should shoot up to the 70s today. Well, let's hope the park is open. Yeah, it looks that way. Okay. This is good. We can go this way because I see now up ahead the sidewalk is blocked off down to Fulton Street. Welcome to Brooklyn Bridge Park. Well, that's on the other side of the bridge. This is actually Squibb Park, a little vest pocket park here. Named for Dr. Squibb, inventor of Squibb aspirin. I guess the original plant and factory was right here at this spot. Looks like we have a bad Verizon connection here at this point. Hopefully it'll clear up. Okay, so here's the park's name for Dr. Squibb, who had his factory here back in the 1800s. Alright, let's walk to the suspension bridge. This will take us from Squibb Park here in Brooklyn Heights down to Brooklyn Bridge Park. This bridge opened 4 or 5 years ago, and then they had to close it to re-engineer it because it was bouncing and swaying too much. Very fearful that it was going to collapse. all new construction through here, apartment houses, condos. It blocks off the view of the river and the east and the lower Manhattan, but they can't go above a certain height because then it would block off all the views from Brooklyn Heights. Yeah, this bridge is a heck of a lot more stable than it was several years ago. We used to bounce up and down as we walked over it. What a view. What a view. Coming down the Squibb Park Bridge, or the Brooklyn Park Bridge, whatever they named it. It connects one to the other. Okay, now we're basically walking to the north down the footbridge here and bike path bridge. We'll go down to the riverfront here, East River. Let's see, which way do we want to go today? Well, we'll head north. We'll head north toward the waterfront. I'll go down this set of steps here. Okay, now welcome to Brooklyn Bridge Park. You can see the bridge up ahead. This park was built on the remnants of old abandoned piers here along the Brooklyn waterfront. Again, I see we have poor connection, so let's hope that clears up in a little bit. I won't give up on the video though. See, there's all types of hiking trails throughout here. It's good to come on a weekday when it's not crowded. Weekends, this park is packed. Okay, we're here in time to see the East River Ferry, New York Waterway Ferry, here at Fulton Landing. And if it's still a southbound boat, then this will go over to Pier 11 Wall Street in Manhattan. Yeah, it looks like everybody's lined up to go over to Manhattan. Otherwise, the ferry goes back up the river, up to 34th Street.
This guy sees it, he says, "Well, I want it."
So these good people are waiting to board the ferry. It's a catamaran, jet propulsion, and this will go across the East River over to Pier 11 Wall Street. The Hoboken. Okay. Let's go out to the point. We'll get some good views of the river traffic, Lower Manhattan. Here comes the Staten Island ferry in the orange boat, and the white ferry is going over to Governor's Island, although they're not taking passengers yet. That's probably just for people who work over there and for freight. The first passenger ferry on a weekday today is 10 a.m. from the ferry slip over there to Governor's Island. It takes 10 minutes to run across the river. So there's New York Waterways East River Ferry. All right, good people, I'm going to end this broadcast here at this point in time. Then I'm going to walk up to the Brooklyn Bridge and walk back to Manhattan over the Brooklyn Bridge. And maybe we'll do a broadcast from mid-span of the Brooklyn Bridge. So thanks very much, everybody, for joining. Take care.